becomes the voice of the developing world. Everyone is watching India's Vishwa Guru movement, looking up to our great nation for views and solutions to key global challenges and regional strife. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or One Earth, One Family, One Future. The theme for India's G20 presidency reflects India's spirituality and philosophy on uniting the world towards peace and progress.
In fact, to guide us further on this vision of our nation as a consciousness superpower, we have with us a very special event of insight and meditation by the woman philosopher, mystic and guru of enlightenment, known for the power of her silent meditation to lead people into a state of inner quiet and peace. She has authored the best-selling book, The Four Sacred Secrets, and her purpose is to awaken human consciousnness from suffering to peace, separation to connection, and division to oneness. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage the co-creator of Ekam, Mukti Guru, Sri Prethaji. Please on stage.
Namaste. Very happy to be with every one of you who are envisioning a very beautiful nation rising. India has been making progress in different dimensions. It has been making progress economically, technologically, digitally, agriculturally. And its uniqueness is its progress arising because of growth in every aspect of the society, from the poorest of the poor to the middle class and the wealthy. Our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, has created a very new identity for India as a nation that is rising. Our Prime Minister has freed millions of people from the inferiority that has been instilled by the colonial rule. And it is this pride, this respect, and this dignity which is at the backbone of this nation rising. Shriman Narendra Modi ji and his government has contributed towards the progress of this nation and has created well-being, greater well-being than we have ever known. So India is poised to be a superpower. Yes? Yes or no? But if India would be a sustainable superpower depends on all of us over here and the billions of people, their wise choices that they would make over the coming years. History is replete with examples of a dramatic rise and an abysmal fall. A dramatic rise of a nation or a civilization followed by an abysmal fall. And at the heart of this abysmal fall is a spiritual decay. If you are going to take the Roman civilization or the Mayan civilization, the Romans lost the vision or the dream of great Rome, and they engaged in never-ending pleasure-seeking from the plunders of their victories. The Mayan rulers were so focused on creating the giant pyramids, they were disconnected from their people. So at the core of every abysmal fall has been the spiritual decay. So what is the superpower India wants to be? Do we want to be like those nations where the youth of a few nations are lost, depressed, are addicted to video gaming, and they don't even want to walk out of their room? Do we want our children and our grandchildren to be part of that superpower or such a superpower? Or do we want to be such a nation which is exploiting the earth's resources like a virus and drowning in its own toxic waste, creating to ecological destruction and degeneration? If you want to be a superpower, if you want to rise individually, in your family, in your nation, and create success or create growth that is harmonious. So how do we create such an harmonious growth? Is it possible at all? The answer to this lies in India's creative genius. India has been, for several millennia, the genius of India, or genius of this nation, has been its enlightened consciousness and oneness. When the rest of the world was involved probably in tribal wars or sharpening their pickaxes, the sages of India have been contemplating on the inseparability between the individual self and the universal self. They have been contemplating on oneness of our existence. And this has been the seminal contribution of our nation to the world. Now, for a few moments, think of this. What would the world be today if not for the discovery of zero and infinity? How would the world be today? Have you thought about it? You know how we discovered zero and infinity? It is because of the experiences of these mathematician sages who experienced the states of Shunyata and Brahman. Today we have zero and infinity. At the heart of this giant rise of this nation should be an enlightened consciousness. What is enlightenment? In its simplest definition, enlightenment is to live in an unperturbed state of calm as you face your life's challenges. What has been your state as you have been facing your life's challenges? Has it been a backdrop of frustration and anxiety? Or has it been an experience of presence and inner quiet and calm? Enlightenment is to live in an unperturbed state of calm, and on this unperturbed state of calm arises states of bliss, states of stillness, love, and peace. If you're thinking how relevant this enlightened consciousness is in today's life, if you have to think for a moment, when Sri Krishna shared or awakened Arjuna into that unperturbed state of peace, it was when Arjuna was facing his greatest challenge of his lifetime. Right? What has been your inner experience as you face your challenges of your life? It is only in this state of unperturbed calm a creative genius is possible. To find solutions to the problems at hand, to find an incredible solution is possible only when you experience an inner peace and calm. If only you are breaking free of that inner chatter of your mind and breaking free of this continuous repetitive thinking, and immerse in that stillness and love, you would find solutions to the problems you're facing in hand. Whether it be problems at the professional level, whether it be problems at your personal level, or whether it be problems that is relating to your health. What is the state from which you are living and experiencing your life? Let me share with you an insight which has been an epiphany for many leaders across the globe. Every human being at any point in time live only in one of two states. You are either in a state of suffering or you are in an awakened state. There is no third state. When I say suffering, it is a state in which you experience an inner friction. It could be anger, fear, loneliness, sadness, depression, anxiety. These are all suffering states. So what is the state you have been living and experiencing your life from? Is it a stressful, suffering state? Or is it an awakened state? Let me share with you a funny story. There is a woman who goes to the doctor and she says, I have a lot of pain in my body and it hurts. So the doctor says, sure. So she takes her index finger and touches her cheek and she says, ouch, it hurts. Then she touches her hand and she says, ouch, it hurts. And then she touches her head and she said, ouch, it hurts. The doctor nodded and said, I understand your problem. You have a broken finger. Such is the experience of life when you live from a stressful state. Everything hurts. Your relationships hurt, your work hurts. Everything hurts for you. In an awakened state, you experience calm, peace, love, joy, courage, and you also experience the transcendence and also the enlightened states. The most important decision that you would make in life is from which state you want to live and experience life. Let me explain that, why it is so important. I would explain that with three spiritual laws of consciousness. The first law is, I have your attention? Yes? The first law is, your state is the signal that you're sending out to this vast fabric of consciousness. Either to invite order or chaos. In a suffering state, you are inviting chaos into your life. In an awakened state, you are inviting order into your life. See, we live in a universe, we live in a very intelligent universe where there is communication happening everywhere. There is communication happening between one species and the other species. There is communication happening between all species and the whole. There is communication happening in your body where every cell is in connection and communication with every other cell through all the neuropeptides and enzymes. If there is communication happening in this universe, how do you think you are communicating to this vast fabric of consciousness? You are communicating through your state of being. In a stressful, suffering state, you are communicating to the universe that you are open to problems and chaos. And when you are in an awakened state, that is the communication that you're sending out to this vast fabric of consciousness, and you are inviting order into your life. The second law of consciousness. When your thinking revolves only around you are battling with life. You are battling at work, you're battling with people in your life. You live in a state of constantly fighting. Let me again take an analogy from the human body. If a single cell in your body declares independence, decides to be independent, that cell becomes the rogue cell. And your entire body and its immune system comes together in order to make sure that that cell is removed from the body, because that cell has the potential to become cancerous. It is pretty similar the way this works in the realm of consciousness as well. If you, in anger, your thinking is revolving around the injustice that has happened to you. In fear, your thinking is revolving around what is going to happen to me tomorrow. In sadness, your thinking is revolving around the poor me. As long as the thinking is revolving around oneself, please know you would be constantly battling with life. That is the nature of this universe. The third spiritual law of consciousness. In the normal realm, there is a cause and an effect. Say this tissue is there, I take this tissue and throw it down, it would fall down. Now imagine this whole thing being played the other way around. That is, the tissue is fallen down, then it slowly falls, and then I'm here taking it and putting it down. Pretty much in the realm of consciousness, that is how things operate. It is more like the subatomic world where the effect precedes the cause. You believe that the external problem is the cause because of which you move into stress. What if I was going to tell you the truth is the other way around? Your state is the cause, which is calling in particular events and situations to happen in your life. So has your state been conducive to what you want to manifest in your life? Is your state creating more order or more disorder in your life? If you want to rise, you need to transform your state. You believe that you will find your soulmate and then your heart would be flooded with love. What I'm trying to tell you is you need to have a heart that is capable of experiencing love and nurturing love in order to find that right soulmate. You believe that you would land on a dream job and then you would experience fulfillment. What I'm trying to say is, if you're learning the art of living in a state free of stress and state free of suffering, then you would land on a dream job. That is how it works in the realm of consciousness. for this nation to rise. We need scores of leaders and scores of people to live in an awakened state so that you would rise in this nation, in our nation, and also be a blessing to the world. Please close your eyes for a few moments. Be seated in a comfortable position. Plant your feet firmly on the floor. Breathe slowly and deeply. Identify the exact state that you are experiencing now. Just name it. Do not try to change it. Is it frustration, loneliness, sadness, anger? Or is it calm, peace, love, and joy? As this state is arising within you, observe the movement of your thinking. Are you obsessing over a past experience? Are you obsessing over a future? Or are you in the present moment? See a flame in the middle of your eyebrows. And see this flame slowly move into the middle of your brain. Observe the flame in the middle of your brain. Hold a beautiful smile on your face and breathe softly. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shantir bhavatu. सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Take a deep breath. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste.